Welcome back to my College Football 25 Team Builder Dynasty with the Edmond State Scissor-Tails. Now today we're officially jumping into Season 5 of this Dynasty. We ended up getting a contract extension at the end of the last season, so that's why it's saying this is before we signed. For whatever reason, that's still in this game. But either way, in the first season we went 4-8. In year 2 we came back with a solid 7-6 record. Then we went 5-7 on the next year because our starting quarterback went down in the very first game of the season. That was a really rough year to get through. But I think last year we made a pretty nice comeback. We went 12-2, we won the CUSA, and we managed to make the college football playoffs before we got bounced in the first round. Now, I thought about moving us out of the CUSA, but let's see how we do this year before we really make that decision. Our season schedule will be starting with Duke at home, then we go to SMU, a home game against Oklahoma, then we will travel to Stillwater, then a bye week, and then finally we get into conference play where we will take on Sam Houston at Middle Tennessee State, and then back-to-back home games against UTEP and Louisiana Tech, on the road against Liberty, a home game against Jacksonville State, and then we will wrap up the regular season with back-to-back road games at Florida International and Pitbull Stadium, and then at New Mexico State. The way everyone progressed in the offseason, there were some position battles that I really needed to decide before we get into our very first game of the year, and the main one is the quarterback position. Morgan Eberle, overall wise, is a lot better than Sidney Mock, but Sidney Mock was the one that led us to that record last year, so for realism purposes and realism purposes really alone, he will be our starting quarterback to begin this season. Moving on, we are going to redshirt the 3 freshman running backs. If I need to burn a redshirt, I obviously will. But Shaq Marcus will be our main running back going into the season, but I still expect Skylar Lewis to get a bit of carries along with Evan Foskey. The wide receiver room is going to look a little bit different. We bring back Jabari Yabo, who had a massive year last year. We are going to make Alex Sermon our wide receiver 2, then we have Jimmy Branham as our wide receiver 3, and then Lyle Shermer all the way down to our wide receiver 4. Just a couple seasons ago, he was our main receiver. That will not be the case this year. His ratings just really don't keep up, and honestly, Andy Boswell may get some playing time over him. We will have a brand new starting tight end in Casey Nkum, who comes in as a 79 overall, backed up by Lamar Komar, who is also a 79 overall, but is a blocking tight end, as opposed to Nkum, who is a vertical threat. I feel like every single season of this dynasty, our offensive line has gotten a little bit better, and I think that happened again. Starting with left tackle, that'll be Tyler Angel, who is an 87 overall. Starting left guard will be a 91 overall in Kyle Adams. At center, we have an 87 overall in Dell Dickey. Right guard is going to be a 90 overall in Dion Henry, and right tackle will be an 87 in Jacques Leota. Now, moving on to the defensive line, George Sambrailo will start as our starting left end. He is coming off a massive season for us. At right end, we will have Brett Wilkes, who is an 87 overall. He gets the nod over Emmett Wall, mostly just due to the rest of the ratings. Wall had a solid year last year, but I think Wilkes can be a pretty solid player for us, so he's going to get the nod to start the season. At defensive tackle, we got a really nice boost from redshirt freshman Daryl Judge in the offseason. He had a pretty massive jump. He becomes our #1 defensive tackle to replace Defilin Green. 82 play rec, 87 block shed. Yeah, he's going to be our main guy. Taven Wade will be the other one, and then we have Dion Howden. I think these 3 guys are going to be a force along our defensive line. At left outside linebacker, we will have Wes Spears, who is an 86 overall. Our starting middle linebacker will be Owen Hollins. I don't believe we've had back-to-back the same middle linebackers the entire series. Maybe I'm wrong. Jaden Bethea may have started back-to-back years, but Hollins will be our new starting middle linebacker with his 90 speed, 74 awareness, and 78 play rec. Now, if he starts to kind of fall apart, Warren Stephen does have higher awareness and play rec, but lower speed, so that's why I decided to go with Hollins over him. And then at right outside linebacker, we have an 84 overall in Eric Free, and the main reason he is starting here is because of the 89 play rec. Our #1 corner this season will be Greg Morris, who was a 91 overall. Lyle Bowe will play the other side of the field, and then we have Chauncey Pack and Peter Torrance. I think our secondary is going to be really good, but I am especially excited for Greg Morris because he now has 99 man coverage, which is absolutely absurd. Over at free safety, we will be starting Devontae Mappa, I believe for the 2nd year in a row, but he's going to be an 82 overall redshirt sophomore. And then at strong safety, we are starting Calvin Casey, a true senior who was an 87 overall and honestly took the job from Carl Wicks. And the main reason here is the 94 play rec compared to 79. Really not much of a hard decision to make. Our kicker and punter did not change. We are going to try to recruit a new kicker though, but Sean Augustine going into his senior year was an 83 overall, And then our punter, Ty McSwain, is a 77 overall and into his junior year. I don't really get to play a lot of special teams in this series because I do play the moments, but our kick returner will be Garrison Cohen, and our punt returner will be Garrison Cohen. Now to focus on these specialty positions for the offense, starting with third down back, that will be Shaq Marcus, and our power back is actually going to be Skylar Lewis. We do not have a great power back on the roster, and I kind of did not plan for that, so Lewis, hopefully you can fill in nicely there. And then there were honestly a lot of options for our slot receiver, but I decided to just keep it the same as last season, and Jabari Yabo will be in that spot. Our rushing left end is going to be George Sambrelo. I'm going to really hope he can get after the quarterback again this year. I believe last season he had 15 sacks. Let's see if we can at least get that or even more this year. And our rushing right end will be Brett Wilkes. Rushing defensive tackle will be Taven Wade and Dion Howden. So the redshirt freshman honestly is not up here because he's not that great in this scenario. You can see Daryl Judge is all the way down here at a 70 overall for that. So when we want to really get after the quarterback, it's going to be Wade and Howden on the field. Moving on, our sub linebacker for right now will be Eric Free. We'll see if that needs to change at all during the season. But our slot corner is going to be Greg Morris, just because teams typically put really fast receivers in the slot, and he has 99 man coverage along with 97 zone with 93 speed. Hopefully we don't let any slot receivers just absolutely torch us. Because we were able to move up to be a 3-star program after the last season, I have added a few higher rated players. We actually have a 5-star player down here at the bottom of the list that no one else was going for, but now it looks like Oregon and Tennessee are both going after them. Right now we're still in the lead. I'm going to try to hold on to him, but I cannot guarantee anything. But yeah, we have a lot more 4-star recruits on our board this year, and we're winning most of them as of right now. But it is now time to get into our very first game of the season as we take on the Duke Blue Devils here in Week 1. Our very first scenario of the season is a defensive one. They are facing a 3rd and 7. From the ESU 35-yard line, he's going to drop back under a lot of pressure, and he's going to find a wide open man for the first down. I thought we were going to get him, but he gets all the way down to the 3. All right, it is going to let us jump in here, and they are in a Wildcat set, but that's going to be a false start. Never mind, it's actually going to be on us. They would call us for encroachment, so now they're back in a regular shotgun set. No more Wildcat here. For a 1st and goal from the 2, he will drop back to pass, stand in the pocket, go into the end zone, and a touchdown for Duke. So not a great start of the season for ESU. However, the offense is looking to respond. A 1st and 10 from the 16 is our next scenario. We'll give this one to Shaq Marcus up the middle, and he will fight his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. 1st and goal. Look, if running the ball is going to work, that's what I'm going to do. So out of a shotgun set, we'll give it to Marcus. He cuts back in and will fight his way into the end zone. Touchdown Edmond State for the first time here in Season 5 of this dynasty. But we are back on defense on their very next drive. It's a 3rd and 8 from the 31. He comes out with a 5-wide set. We'll see if we can bring some pressure here. He's going over the middle and finding a man wide open again for the first down. All right, obviously zone coverage is not working. Let's try to run some man here. And is this going to be another encroachment call on us? It definitely is. That sets them up to have a 1st and 5 from the 8-yard line. Now they're going to go under center. Will they just give this one to the running back? Our run defense has not been great so far in this dynasty. No, it's a quick throw over the middle, and that's going to set up a 2nd and 1. We are going to bring a heavy blitz on this play and see if we can't get home. From the 3-yard line, it will be a handoff, and he gets chased down in the backfield by Owen Hollings, our brand new starting middle linebacker. They would run a no-huddle offense up to the line, a 3rd and 3. From the 6-yard line, and a quick throw to a wide open man. Touchdown Duke. Yet again, they will take the lead right back. But once again, our offense is looking to respond. We have a 1st and 10 from the 17 now in the 2nd quarter. We'll give this one to Shaq Marcus to the outside and can't make anybody miss. That's just a 1-yard play. Now we're going to see if we can get a pass off with quarterback Sidney Mock on a 2nd and 9. They're going to bring a blitz, and a quick throw caught by Marcus will give us the first down, setting up a 1st and goal from the 4. So it will lead to another shotgun set and another handoff to Shaq Marcus, but they read that one nicely. He fumbled the ball, and luckily we dove on top of it. Let's not do that one again. 2nd and goal from the 10-yard line. Mock out of shotgun, will draw back to pass. We'll throw this one underneath. That's caught by Yabo, and he is going to get met at the 5. Now that brings up a 3rd and goal. Mock out of shotgun will take the snap. We're going to roll to the outside. And Mock is just going to try to take off, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown ESU. We'll tie this one up at 14. The next defensive scenario is a 3rd and 17. They're at the 49-yard line. He will drop back to pass. Need to go deep downfield. Under pressure. Gets rid of it. Caught by the running back, but he is brought down. They should punt this one away. Unfortunately, we could not do anything with the ball in simulation. Now they get it to be a 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. About 2 minutes to go in the half. He goes to the outside, and that's a loss of 2. Now that brings up a 2nd and 12. Back at the 20-yard line, he's going to change the play, and this may get all the way down to the 2-minute warning. And a shotgun set. No, he will get the snap off. Now dropping farther back. Now throwing to the outside, and that'll be incomplete. Brings up a 3rd and 12 here from the 20-yard line. He's going to send his running back in motion. And it's going to be a quick throw to the outside, caught by the back, but he is brought down. That'll bring up a 4th and 11. And they should just bring out their field goal team, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Now, we should get a chance for a 2-minute offense, but I will not guarantee that. About a 26 or a 36-yard try, actually, letting the clock run down. Snap, hold, kick is away, and it is off the bar and through. And with 1:06 to play in the half and all 3 timeouts, it does let me jump in on offense. Mock out of a 5-wide set. We're going to start with a run play with our quarterback, but never mind, we can't get away. We'll let the clock run down just a bit. About 30 seconds to go in the half now. Mock out his shotgun. We'll drop back to pass. And we're going to let this one go deep downfield for Jabari Abo, who is wide open inside the 20, 10, 5, and a touchdown for Edmond State. We will have the lead for the first time this season. Jumping into the 3rd quarter now. It's a 3rd and 6 from the 26-yard line of ESU. He's going to send his running back in motion. And it's a quick throw to the outside, but he is once again blown up in the backfield. A 4th and 7, and now they should send out their kicker. And it doesn't let me jump in there, but it will let me jump in here. And it looks like they did make that field goal in simulation, so it's a 1-point game right now. A 1st and 10 from the 13. We'll take the snap. It's a quick RPO to the outside, caught by, I believe, Brandon, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown ESU. And right here, I am actually going to make this call to try to make it a 2-point game. If we don't get it, it stays a 20-27 game. But if we get it, it becomes a 2-score game at 29-20. So out of shotgun, we'll drop back to pass. And Mock is going to try to take off, and we will not get it. And as we now jump into the 4th quarter, it's a 1st and goal from the 9. Back in a shotgun set, he will take the snap, and a quick throw to the outside, caught by his man, but he is brought down to the 2-yard line. That's going to lead to a 2nd and goal. They go back under center. He will take the snap, give it to their back to the outside, and he will fight his way down to about the half-yard line for a 3rd and goal. Can we make this stand right here? And that's going to be a penalty, but who is it on? It looks like it's going to be on us again. Another encroachment call. It doesn't really change much because you can't really get any closer to the goal line. But now they come out in a goal line set for the 3rd down. I'm sorry, in a Wildcat set. And the running back will keep it, but he is not going to find the end zone. A 4th and goal from the 2. And they are going to line up and go for this out of a shotgun set. On 4th and goal, it'll be a handoff to the back, and he will get stood up and brought down. We make the goal line stand. Following that play, we would drive all the way down to the 25-yard line to face a 3rd and 8 with 4:29 to go. Mock out a shotgun. We'll drop back. We're going to try to roll to the outside, but we cannot escape the pressure again. He has like 97 speed. I don't know why I can't outrun these guys. But now we will send out the field goal unit to try to make it a 10-point game. As long as I don't screw this one up, we should be good. The kick is away, and it will be good. We're up 30-20. It wouldn't even allow me to jump in on defense. It would just show that they got a quick touchdown. So now we have the ball with a 3-point lead with 2:56 to go and just need to chew down the clock. Hand off to Shaq Marcus, and we'll start this drive with a 6-yard carry. Once we are on the other side of the 2-minute warning, Duke still does have all 3 timeouts. On the next play, we'll give it to Marcus, who goes to the outside and gets a big run. There is a flag, so this is probably all coming back. But as of right now, Shaq Marcus inside the 10, 5, and all the way down to the 1. He may have been into the end zone. But yeah, this whole play is coming back. With 2:02 to go, we now face a 2nd and 12. Out of a shotgun set, it will be the RPO again to the outside, caught by Branham, and he's got a gain of a couple yards, but that will take us down to the 2-minute warning. Obviously, we need a 1st down here. 3rd and 8, Mock out a shotgun. We'll drop back to pass. We're going to fire this to our tight end, and Nkum will make the catch for the 1st down. They would obviously have to burn their first time out following that play, so now we come out and we'll give it to Shaq Marcus again up the middle, and he gets a gain of 5 this time. Duke would then have to burn their second timeout, so let's try to force them to burn their final one. On 2nd down, it's a toss to the outside. Brandon runs into his own blocker, but it doesn't matter because he gets the 1st down anyway, and a lot more inside the 15, 10, 5, and a touchdown for Edmond State. But that would set up your final score of 37-27, so that touchdown pretty much just iced the game away for Edmond State. The defense not near as good as I thought they were going to be, but Sidney Mock had one hell of a day. His final stats on the day, 21 of 27 for 348 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Obviously, that pick, I believe, was actually in simulation. I did not throw an interception to my knowledge. And then Shaq Marcus, 17 carries for 79 yards and a score. Obviously, had 1 touchdown brought back. Sidney Mock, 6 carries for 4 yards and a touchdown. And then receiving Jabari Yabo, 7 for 142 in a score. Jimmy Branham, 5 for 92 and 2 scores. A hell of a debut for him. I believe we got him in the transfer portal in this last offseason. And Casey Nkum, a redshirt freshman, came up big when we needed him to run down some more clock. And then over on defense, it looks like it's going to be Eric Free leading the team in tackles with a total of 9. And sacks, Sambrelo got 1 and Brett Wilkes got 1. Interceptions, Chauncey Pack came away with 1. Moving on into our next game, we move from number 20 up to number 17 inside the top 25. But our next opponent, we are on the road to Dallas to take on the 1-0 SMU Mustangs. And it's going to allow us to jump in on our very first drive of the game. A 2nd and 7 from the 19. Mock will drop back to pass, and we're going to try to run with Mock again. He takes off, he's got the first down all the way inside the 10-yard line. Now that sets up a 1st and goal. We come out with a 5-wide set. Mock will take the snap, and we're going to lob this one to the end zone, and that one will be caught by Alex Sermon. Touchdown ESU. And here we will see if we can make the big stop on defense. A 3rd and 8 from the 39. He'll drop back going deep downfield, and that one will be caught by his receiver all the way down to the 5-yard line. We got torched on that one. So we will get to come in for a 1st and goal. A shotgun set for them. He's going to send the man in motion. He'll take the snap, and it will be a handoff to the back, but it is blown up in the backfield. We did not fall for that one at all. Now a 2nd and goal from the 10-yard line. He will take the snap. It's going to be an option play to the outside. He gets to the edge and will be met and brought down to set up a 3rd and goal from the 7. Now it's going to be a 5-wide set for SMU. He drops back to pass, going to the outside, and that should have been intercepted. Who dropped that one? It was number 1, which is Chauncey Pack. Should have been an easy pick 6 for us, but now on a 4th and goal, they will try a short field goal. This one only about 19 yards. The kick is away, and it will be good. And they got the ball back pretty quick, so I'm pretty sure we had a turnover. It's now a 2nd and 9 from the 19. Trying to hold on to our 4-point lead. Handoff to the back, and that's going to be a gain of about 4 yards. That sets up a 3rd and 5 from the 16, and I believe that's going to be a penalty on us again. Why are we jumping offside so much in this episode? That makes it a 3rd and inches from the 11. We're lucky that did not give them an automatic 1st down. So back in his shotgun set again. He will look to pass most likely, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Under pressure, and he's going to get sacked on the play by 2 different ESU players. So we will once again hold them to a field goal try. On a 4th and 12, it's about a 40-yard attempt. The kick is away, and this one will be good. We have a 1-point lead. All right, I have no idea what's going on, but now they have the ball back again as we start the 2nd quarter, and they're once again inside the red zone. He's going to break that tackle, get to the outside, and set up a 1st and goal from the 2. You really can't be upset at the defense if they allow them to take the lead here. That's 2 drives in a row. They have had to start from inside the red zone, and now this is going to be a sack all the way back to the 10. With a 2nd and goal now at the 10-yard line. It will be a quick pass to the outside, and he is immediately brought down. Don't know what I was trying to say, but it sets up a 3rd and goal from the 7-yard line. Back in a shotgun set again. Can we hold him to get another field goal? We're actually going to drop this guy back into coverage, but it's not going to matter. Touchdown SMU. All right, well, it looks like our offense finally took to the field again. They have managed to drive all the way down to the 24, where it is a 3rd and 6. Mock got a shotgun. We'll drop back to pass. And I don't know why I tried to fire that over the middle. Thankfully, it was not intercepted. Let's just settle for the field goal try, just to make this one a 3-point game. And I'm going to miss that one, I think. Never mind, it's going to be good. And thankfully for us, our defense would get the ball back, and we have driven down to the 17 to bring up a 1st and 10. Mock got a shotgun, we'll drop back to pass, and we're going to go over the middle. Never mind, it's incomplete. Now it's going to be a 2nd and 10. Back in a shotgun set, Mock will drop back and look to go downfield again. We'll throw it underneath, caught by Branham, and that will set up a 3rd and 4. Sydney Mock back in shotgun again. We'll take the snap and look to pass. We're going to throw this one underneath as well, but it's caught by Yabo, and he will try to juke his way into the end zone, but gets brought down to the 2. Remember when I said at the start of the episode, I really hope Skylar Lewis is like a solid power back? We're about to find out. 1st and goal, handoff to Lewis, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown ESU, we will take the lead. Now here we go on a 3rd and 6 from the 2-minute warning. And he's going deep downfield, he's got a man, and we got beat on that play again, down to the 5-yard line. And I was really bragging on our secondary going into this season, and right now they are not living up to that at all. 1st and goal from the 5, and a passing touchdown for SMU. They will take the lead right back. Down 17-20 with a minute 20 to go here in the half, and all 3 timeouts. We do get a 2-minute drill here. So we'll drop back, and a quick throw over the middle, caught by Yabo for the 1st down. With under a minute to go in the half now. Mock at a shotgun again. We'll drop back, and we're going to let this one go deep downfield for Jabari Yabo, who is wide open, and he is gone. Touchdown, Edmond State. Jumping into the 3rd quarter, it's a 4-point game still, but they have a 2nd and 5 from the 18. He sends a man in motion. It will be a handoff to his back, and he'll break that tackle for the first down and all the way down to the 8. And I believe we just got called on another encroachment call. I guess I need to tone the slider down because I guess in the last update something changed there because this is insane. That moves them up to the 4-yard line now. Back in a shotgun set, it will be a quick throw and a wide open man, touchdown SMU. Later on in the game, we are down by 3, but we face a 3rd and 6, so it is letting me jump into the game here. And trying to buy some time, we're going to get sacked on the play. With a 3rd and 10 for SMU later. From the ESU 24-yard line, he drops back to pass. Hit as he's throwing, but finds his man anyway, but it is going to be a 4th and 1. But instead of settling for a 6-point game, they are going to go for it here. So out of a shotgun set, can we get the stop? He's going to send the man in motion. Takes the snap, hands off to his back. He goes up the middle, and that is going to be a turnover on downs. We jump ahead later into the game. It is a 3rd and 10 from the 43-yard line. Still down by 3. Mock out of shotgun will drop back to pass and roll to the outside. No one's on the left side of the field. Mock is going to take off inside the 20, 15, 10, and run out of bounds. With about 7 minutes to play in the game now. Back in a shotgun set, we'll take the snap and hand off to Shaq Marcus, who goes up the middle and will fight his way down to the 5. Mock back in shotgun again. We're going to send Alex Sermon in motion. It'll be a toss play out to him. The blocking holds up, and no, it doesn't. Never mind. I thought he was going to hold that. Obviously not. Now it's a 3rd down. Sidney Mock back in a shotgun set again. From the 5-yard line, we'll drop back, and a throw underneath caught by Yabo into the end zone. Touchdown ESU. However, with 3:13 to go, we're in quite a situation here. It's a 3rd and 3. Out of a shotgun set, he's going to run the play action. Now going to the end zone, and he will find his man. Touchdown SMU. Our defensive backs are getting absolutely torched today. So now, down by 3, we get to come up with a 1st and 10 with 2:35 to go here in the game. Mock will take the snap, and the first throw is going to be a quick throw underneath, caught by Yabo, and he's going to turn that into a gain of about 7 yards. I would allow that to take us down to the 2-minute warning. I am not concerned about the time just yet because we do have all 3 timeouts. Mock out of shotgun will take the snap, and a quick throw over the middle, caught by Yabo again, and he's down to the 46-yard line. But now here is going to be a shotgun set. And we're going to take the snap, hand off to Shaq Marcus, who was brought down for a loss of 2. That takes us down to about 1:13 to go in the game. On a 2nd and 12, we'll drop back to a pass, and that's going to set up a 3rd down because we find Yabo for a gain of 6. Under a minute to go in the game here. Mock out of shotgun will drop back to a pass. Looking to go downfield. We need to get rid of it, and that's going to bring up a 4th and 6. With 47 seconds to go in the game, we're going to send a man in motion. It will be Yabo. He's going to the outside. Mock will take the snap, and we're going to try to find our tight end, who will make the catch for the 1st down, and we'll burn our first time out with about 43 seconds to go. From the 42-yard line, Mock out of shotgun will take the snap and look to pass again. And I saw this lane come open, so we're going to take this up the middle, and he gets body slammed for about a 6-yard carry. And for some reason, it is continuing to chew the clock. I did not know it would do that. So now with about 9 seconds to go, we're going to let this one go deep downfield. That one will be caught, and he's brought down. Never mind breaking tackles, but now he's brought down. I guess in the last update, they made it to where if you're chewing clock inside the 2 minutes, it's actually not even on chew clock, I don't believe. I'll check here for a second, and that is not the button I need to do. I need to do coach adjustments. Yeah, it's on normal. I do have accelerated clock turned on, but until the last update, I guess it was just, you know, not doing that inside 2 minutes, but it decided to do it here for whatever reason. I mean, I guess that makes sense to burn off some time in between plays, but still. But now they are going to try to ice our kicker as we attempt to force overtime. The snap, the hold, the power, and the kick is barely inside. And as we head into OT, I think SMU already got a possession in simulation, so all we need is a field goal, because this is still a tie ball game as we give it to Shaq Marcus, who's going to run up the middle for a gain of about 8. Now it will be a 5-wide set. Mock will take the snap. And we're going to go to the end zone for Casey Nkum, and that one's going to get intercepted. I tried to get aggressive, and obviously this is going to backfire just a bit as Mock will make the tackle. Into overtime number 2 we go, a 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Hand off to Shaq Marcus up the middle for a gain of about 4. Now with a 2nd and 6, Mock out of shotgun will take the snap and looks to pass. We're just going to take off up the left side, get the 1st down and more, and slides on down to about the 7. Have had a lot of moments in this episode where it was hard to talk. But now 1st and goal. Mock will take the snap and looks to pass. We'll throw this underneath. That's caught by Yabo, and he will get met and brought down to the 3. Facing a 2nd and goal, Mock will take the snap again. And this time we're firing to our tight end, and Nkum will make the catch this time. Touchdown ESU. and it did not allow me to try the 2-point conversion. I completely forgot about that. And now if they get a touchdown and a 2-point try, they will win the game, but they start with a loss of 9 as we jump in. So that brings up a 2nd and 19 now. He's back in a shotgun set again from the 22-yard line. We'll drop back, going deep over the middle, finding his man, but it is knocked out by our safety. That was Calvin Casey on the hit, and that was maybe the best defensive play we have seen so far. 3rd and 19, under pressure from Sombrero, and he is going down to bring up a 4th and 28. We are going to send everybody deep here. From the 31-yard line, they need to get to at least the 3 to keep their hopes alive, and Sombrero will get the sack, force a fumble, and we just stat pad here to end the game, but we will escape out here with a victory, 40-34. This game was a lot closer than it really should have been. Quarterback Sidney Mott goes 23 of 34 for 279, 4 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. On the ground, Shaq Marcus goes for 74 yards on 15 carries, and Skylar Lewis found the end zone once. And then receiving, Jabari Abo, 11 for 161 and 2 scores. Casey Incoom got a touchdown, and Alex Sermon got a touchdown. Over on defense, it's going to be Devontae Mappa leading the team in tackles with a total of 10. George Sambrelo with 3.5 sacks, and then several guys with half a sack today. And we got 1 interception. That was Marquise Westbrook. Moving forward on the season, I think I'm going to have to make some changes in the secondary, because that cannot be how our secondary is playing. Maybe moving Greg Morris over to the slot corner was a bad idea, but we managed to survive our first 2 games. We have started this year 2-0, and in the next episode, we will pick up here in week 3 when we take on the Oklahoma Sooners, and we should get at least that game and the game against Oklahoma State out of the way. But hopefully you guys are excited for the start of Season 5, and I will talk to you next time.